To add in the Groq provider, it is pretty straightforward and simple. So what I will do is I'm just going to show you how to add that, and I'm not going to show you that in action of getting the responses from so and so. So let's first, if you wanted to get started, all I can say is go to this console.groq.com, and that's where there is a documentation and there is a direction how do you get the API key. So if you just click on this API here, it will take you to the key section, and that's where I've just created this future search one API key. We can just go ahead and create and come back to this, and so I'll just show you where to set the value in our backend. So if I just open this, let me just minimize this UI part, and this in config.toml file. So in here API keys in place of this after OpenAI. So I'm just going to use this Groq API key, so which I just created now, and also here I'm just going to comment this part here. Either this can be by default, I'm just going to use this OpenAI, okay, or it can be this, like I mentioned, this Llama, okay, or this Groq for now, okay. So we can just add in whatever the model provider that we want, okay. And also that's one thing. And the next thing that we need to make a changes in our config providers. So here I just the API keys. Now we need to update this definition where we just added this Groq. This is going to be of type string again. Fine, and let's just write a function which is going to give me the API key, like we have this OpenAI API key. So export, so if you want I can just minimize this, okay. So export const this get Groq API key, and in here I'm just going to call this API keys dot Groq. Fine. So this is the function, and now we need to update the providers. So let's go to this providers. In here, let me just try to get the API key for Groq like we did for OpenAI. So Groq API key. Let me just show you this Groq API key importing function. And after this, let me, and also just to be for better showcasing, I'm just going to change this to capital letter, okay. So then this one, so I'm just going to change this to CPT4, and this one too, so CPT4 turbo, yeah. So fine, and now after this one, let's minimize this too. So in here we need to do a check for Groq API key, and here you can just go and check out this playground and all everything. So that's clearly properly documented everything, so I'm not going to show you that. So quickly let's add the models like we did for OpenAI, okay. So in this try catch block, okay, and this models of Groq. In here first this llama 3 8 billion parameters, okay. So I'm just going to add in this 8 billion, okay, and here with this new chart OpenAI, okay, and here we are supposed to provide this Groq API key, and this model name, this is going to be this llama 3 8 billion parameters, and 890, okay. Fine, text length, and this temperature 0.7. So this is the model 1, and like this. And also we need to specify here this base URL. So base URL is this HTTP, the one that we are seeing on the right screen. So I'm just going to take in this one. So let's just use this base URL. Okay, and now the that's the model 1. Okay, and now the other model. So I'm just going to quickly let's do one thing. So let's just copy these things, and I'm just going to use the same. So here now it's going to be this 70 billion. Okay, and the model name it's going to be this 70 billion. Okay, and the remaining are going to remain same. Then semi brackets. I don't think so. Okay, fine. And yeah, after this, the next model. So I'm just going to add few more models. So let's just change the name of this to mixture. Okay, and here this 8 times 7 million. Okay, and the model name. I just need to change this to Gemma. Okay, so let me change. Let's name this to be for Gemma. Okay, so we will this model. Okay, so here this Gemma 7B or 8. Okay, so these are the models. So we can just go ahead and add as many as needed. So I'm just going to leave this as here for now. And after this, this embeddings. Okay, so the new OpenAI embeddings and OpenAI API key. So let's just attach in that, and this model name it's going to be the same, which is the text embedding. The launch. Okay, fine, and that is the uh, thing. And in here, let's just handle any errors in this catalog. Why is this an issue? Okay, it has to be here. That is the reason we are seeing an issue. Okay, so now it's properly formatted, and now in this, just we can for now I'm just going to console this error, something like this error loading Groq models. Fine. So once you have this, and this is the thing, and now we have integrated as part of this providers, and all we need to do is now go to our settings dialog in UI. So the components I'm not going to show you this in action as I already mentioned, because we already seen for one provider, so it's pretty much same. So in here we need to first add in the definition for the Groq API key, like we did. So basically when we were selecting for OpenAI, we were asking for OpenAI API key. Same way, if we select the provider as a Groq, and we need to show this the Groq API key input. Okay, so that will be in here. So I'm just going to so what I can do is, let me just copy this whole div, and I'm just going to add in here. Okay, so now instead of this OpenAI API key, I'm just going to change this to Groq API key. Okay, and this one, let me change this to config.Groq API key. Okay, and here it's not setting OpenAI API key, and then we are just going to set this Groq API key. Okay, fine. And why is this error? Okay, so here let me just make this optional. Okay, and here mm, so here let's do one thing, like we just added the condition for this. So I'm going to do the same if this selected provider is Groq. Okay, only then we will try to show this div. Okay, fine. Yeah. So now, yeah, this is a simple thing. So I'm not going to show that in UI, which you already saw. So this is how, if you want, and also as I mentioned, there is clearly plenty of the documentation, and you can just see the playground as well. And just play with this. There are a lot of models that you can go for and select it. Okay, this is what I was just trying to provide in here. Okay, so that is the thing. And now, okay, so we added this provider, top provider also. So next thing, as I said, and also we will focus on this. If you want, you can just load a model from local storage and all, which I am not going to cover in here, because I have showcased how do you use local storage right from the beginning of our application videos. So you can just figure out that one. Now the important thing, like I said, we need to add in the text to speech, so that it reads out whatever is displayed as part of our message in here. So for that, first thing I'm going to add in this uh, let's use this React speech kit. So with this library, so this React speech kit. Okay, so this is going to help us achieve the thing for speech recognition and synthesis. So let's just give a try. So I'm just going to install this uh, in our UI dependency. So let me just add in this. So you can just see how do you use this and all these things. So I'm not going to show you that. Okay, so once you add in that thing, what we need to do, so it's clearly given here how do you use that. So let's just give a try of including this. So let's just give a try. So this needs to be tried out in our message box. Okay, and here in this message box, let's do one thing. I'm just going to create one state variable for our speech message. Okay, so this one, let's just name this as the speech message. Set speech message. Okay, and in here I'm just going to set this content, and this one here, like when we were setting the past message, similar way we need to build this message. So message dot content dot, I'm just going to replace whatever regex pattern we have with this empty string. Okay, and now this one, so I'm just going to use the use speech hook from that React speech kit. Okay, so here let's just import this use. So if you just go here, uh, yeah, we are going to import this use speech. So let me just import. So here use speech from this okay, Okay, fine. This one also. So for hooks, I'll also refer to this React text to speech. Thing. Okay, so I just wanted to check this one. So let me just check this one as well. Text to speech. Yeah, this one. So once we have, why I'm trying to use this, because I have already the way, a simpler way of providing hook which we can get work the way we want it. So okay, fine. Let's try with this. Okay, I can give a try with this as well for thing, but it's more for speech synthesis and all those things. So let's give a try for that also. But let's try this one because I want this hook. So in here, I'm just going to give a try. So once we have that, I can just import this from this React text to speech. Okay, and in here now let's just use that hook, and this text, it's going to be whatever we have in our speech message variable, and I'm just going to destructure the speech status and the start and the stop function. Okay, so you can just refer this documentation, and here once I have that, I'm going to let's see the buttons where we have for here. Let's in place of this, I'm just trying to add in this thing. So let's fine. So in here, I'm just going to add in the sound clip functionality, and in here, if this speech status is equals to the started, okay, and I'm just going to call in this function, else we will start this thing. Okay, fine. And here inside this, I'll just remove this file pin icon, and instead of that, based upon the speech status, if this is started, we're going to show this stop circle icon. So or else I'm just going to show this volume icon. So this is what I'm talking about. So volume 2 on size width, just give this as 80. Okay, fine. And and also let me just remove this for now, and let's go back to our application. So what I was trying to say is yeah, this needs to be rebuilt. Okay, so just 1 second. So let's try to build this again. So once this is done, we should be good to see this in action and see if it's working or not. If it's working, I'm just going to uninstall the speech kit one. Just I want to show how we can go ahead and add this kind of things. Okay, so that's the thing. Yeah, as we already know, this is going to take some time, so let's just wait for it to install those things. And there are a lot of ways still to improve the code base. You can refactor, like separating the embeddings provider and the custom OpenAI providers and all those things, which you can just go ahead and do that. And also a better way of handling errors and all those things, showcasing some toast messages if there is any error and all those things. So using Solar Toast and all, because at the end what we want is to just have a better user experience and know where to look for exactly for the errors that will be see. So all that you can just check out if you really want it, or else this is already in a good shape. Okay, so the next major thing that I wanted to cover is, if you have seen in our the demo video, there was suggestions after this answer. So that service, that functionality is the last thing that I'm going to cover as part of this application development. So once that, we are going to wind up this application. Okay, so that is the thing that I'll be focusing on next, once we see this text to speech working, and we'll move on to that part. So it's installing, so ideally it takes around 3 minutes, so I'm just going to wait for that. So let's wait. And also we can change from the base image we are using, this load alpine image. You can go for any slim images as well. So like other Linux or Debian slim images, you can just go and see which has the less storage and all those things, and you can just use those base images. It's not necessary that you need to go with this itself. So I have to, 1 second. So just a minute left. Once this is built, we can see that in action. So still there are a lot of things that you can improve. Like I did not show you multiple provider selectors in the settings dialog and all those things. You can just figure that out, because those are simple things. Okay, so fine, and yeah, it's building, and once this is built, we'll yeah, it's compiled also. So we'll have this application ready in a while. Yeah, and yeah, so this is ready. Okay, so this is okay. Let me try to refresh this. Yep. So now if I just ask where we started, okay, so let's just give me a see an issue. Let's check this. Mm, Okay, so what can do? I'm going to start this again. I'm going to build, because we already built this. Okay, and let me try to ask again. Okay, so I am receiving an error in here in this. Okay, the thing is, we are receiving an issue. Okay, what about this new socket? Okay, where am I referring to this? The library, so I'm just going to uh, let's do one thing. I can just, for now, let's just remove these two things. So, and I just wanted to build this again. I'm just going to wait for it, because I don't think we did any mistakes while we were building. Okay, so I'll just check the same. Where in the console, what I'm just saying is not found, so that's because of this. This you selected your segments, so maybe because of that, and I can just clear this out. Let's wait for it to build. And meanwhile, I just wanted to let's just talk about adding more local providers, which you can see in our interface providers, tech transformers, and all those things. You can just go ahead and add those things like bird models and all those things, which multilingual and all those things, which is going to add more models list into this application. Okay, so fine, and also you can just update the Docker Compose file if you want by not exposing the port numbers and all those things. So you can see, for example, the removal of exposing port numbers in our Docker Compose file and all those things. Okay, so next, as I said, I'll try to focus on the suggestions part, which let's just confirm this working, and then we'll go on to that. So the brief idea of how do we build the suggestion generator is, again, like we prepared an agent for others, for YouTube search, web search, and image search, and all those things. We need to have a suggestion generator agent for that. Kind of, let's say, if I ask, what is SpaceX and who founded it and all, it gives SpaceX related information, and then the Elon Musk related information and all. So suggestions, follow-up questions can be like, what is the latest news on SpaceX? Tell me more about SpaceX and their recent projects and so on. So, okay. So those are the things, and here let me just refresh this, and let me ask the same question that we were talking. What is SpaceX? Okay, I'm seeing an error. Let me just check this and get back, figure out what is this issue.